It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey there, Jim.
Hey. Oh. Bryce.
Hey, Jim. And also we got the Merman. He's extra spicy this morning.
It's just extra grumpy. That's all. I don't do mornings well.
All right.
He's like Garfield. Wasn't it Garfield that doesn't do mornings?
He doesn't do Mondays either.
It's Mondays.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Mondays.
So who is it that doesn't like Mondays?
Everybody.
No, Garfield doesn't like Mondays.
So who doesn't like mornings? Oh, just Murray.
There we go.
Right.
I love mornings. I am like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for the first 10 minutes of the day.
I like the crack of dawn.
And then it comes crashing down on me in the rest of the day. So.
I'm all about the crack of dawn, if you know what I'm
I think
saying.
you woke up without your hair, though.
Well, not my hair. I got all my hair.
I think your hair's still in bed.
It's just shorter.
He's got some hair.
So the introduction's out of the way. Let's rage on.
Well, thanks to all been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast or even like it a bit, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a rating on your listening platform. Or you can dare us to see a terrible film, and if it played in a cinema anywhere in the world, we'll watch it. Now, let's get to raging. What amazing moment!
Predict!
What amazing moment!
Predict!
Will he predict the rage or will he predict the Mondo? Will he tell us all what Jim and Bryce are at the movies? Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes. He's coming swimming to you. Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Funny little happy Monday morning.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts are little rich with hopes.
Well, this week's going to be super, I can tell.
You don't even know the half of it yet.
Yeah, well, let's just see. So, yeah, we got Supergirl.
She's really super
She's super.
girl.
Well, what do you guys always say?
He says
Superhero movie.
That's him.
It's a meh.
That's him.
So
Yes.
double meh.
All right.
Jackass, best and last. Can't believe they're still making this shit. According to what I've heard, half the movie is just clips of previous Jackass episodes. So
Yep.
I don't know how that's even a movie. But you guys love that stuff. So
Because they
double
played in the
mondo.
We
Just because I hate it so much, I'm sure it's a double mondo for you two.
nice.
Couture, which I thought was a fashion thing. Apparently, it's Angelina Jolie in France.
Yeah,
French,
in a fashion thing.
and she gets cancer. I'm like, okay.
Fashionably
She
gets
doesn't
cancer.
get cancer in France. She
No, but
already
she
has
it, but she finds out she has it. But
That's
anyway,
right.
It's about her
Don't
with cancer.
start spreading rumors that when you go to France you get
Get
cancer,
cancer.
because
I
that's
never
not
said that.
It's not true, Murray. France doesn't cause cancer.
Well, you don't know that.
I do.
It's true. You don't know that, Bryce.
You don't know that.
Wow, if you get right down to it, everything causes cancer.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know how you feel about her. I guess it's one of probably her better roles. Better than Tomb Raider, anyway. What the hell? Double mondo.
Nice.
You guys were giving out like candy last week.
That was Bryce.
Yeah, I hadn't given a Mondo in like 6 weeks, and then
And you
all of a
gave
sudden
every movie a
everything was a
Mondo.
Mondo.
Maybe he'll do that this week
Maybe
too.
you will. Bloodlines.
I won't.
Which I understand is actually about Métis, which I probably should have seen, but I didn't.
You still can.
No, it's okay.
It's playing.
Double mondo. There.
Nice.
Boom. Do your thing.
You forgot that it's also about lesbians
Yeah, that's also well.
and a lot of other
Isn't
stuff.
every movie these like it was like 2 movies last week? One was about gay guys, and one was about lesbians.
Yeah, it's Pride Month, so they're trying to cram as much pride in, which I'm all for. Let's have Pride Month every month, but that's just me.
Okay, go.
All right, we're talking about Super Duper Girl. So, If y'all remember when Superman came out last year.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember it.
Yep.
Remember
I
the
said
dog.
one of the things I was super happy about in the last Superman was that we didn't have to go through his whole fucking origin story again. Guess what?
Yep.
They put it in this one.
Yeah, you got the Cliff Notes version.
It is still, you know what? Nobody needs to know what the fuck happens to Krypton. Everybody knows. It's like 72. How long, Murray, being the resident
knows.
Superman
Yeah.
fan? When did Superman come out?
The first one? Original?
Well, not in the movies. I'm just
Superman's
talking
gay?
about
He
Superman.
came out?
You mean the original comic?
Well,
When did he come
It is
out?
Pride Month.
You mean Action Comics?
Yes. When did it actually?
30s?
1930s. So how many years is that today? Over.
he have, like,
over 90 years?
Does he have a son that's gay in the comic books
I hope
now?
so.
I think he does.
If there was, he should have been.
I think there's some universe where he has a
Kal-El with a son?
kid. Yeah.
Nah, I don't. That's just
Didn't
the
he
movies.
impregnate
I don't.
Lois?
I don't know.
No,
I don't,
there's a comic book.
I stopped reading the comics, but I.
It's a new one. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
Oh.
a new one.
Yeah.
You know what? You go. You be you, man.
I think he has a gay son.
But here's the thing. We don't need to know his fucking story again. We don't need to know her fucking story.
Yeah, we don't.
That she was on
Wait,
Krypton.
well,
I need a
and
little
that-
refresher course.
They got it wrong anyway, but whatever.
Wasn't it? No, they got it right
No,
for
they
the
didn't.
movie. Just because it's not your version that you love from a kid
No,
doesn't
because
mean it's wrong.
It's not the version that they wrote originally in the
No,
comics.
they did write it, and it's in this movie, so it's right because this is the movie.
It is right for this movie. Whether or not it follows the comics, that's another story.
It doesn't.
I've never.
I don't know what that has to do with the price of tea in China.
I don't-
That's the comics. This is the movie.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. What I know is I don't care, and we didn't need it. But you know what we did get? We got a music video for every action scene.
Yeah.
At times, I wasn't actually sure if it was Supergirl, the music video album, or just her origin story. I mean,
what-
at least the music they picked was good, right?
I don't even remember. What did they play?
I don't know. It was a music video. It was a giant music video.
Yeah.
I thought, who's the director that always makes music videos out of his movies?
John Landis,
Abrams or one of them?
J.J. Abrams.
Maybe, I don't know. One of them. It's just like
Steven Spielberg?
Steven
No, he
Spielberg,
doesn't
exactly.
make music videos.
John Williams.
Ah, come on. Schindler's List was pretty much a music video.
There was a music video.
Sure.
It was a long one,
Depressing one.
especially with that red dress ball thing or whatever it was.
red dress ball thing. Good God, Jim.
So here's the nuts and bolts of this story. These guys are pirates, or a pirate culture species that are basically human traffickers.
Sex traffickers. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, sex traffickers. Thanks, Marie. Which makes not a lot of sense because they are another species. So they steal these women that I think are human women to breed with them. But guess this. At the beginning of the film, they land on a planet where Supergirl is celebrating her 23rd birthday, and they break into this one dude's house and kills everyone except a girl that's possibly of breeding age. And they could have human trafficked her, but instead, just take Dad's sword. Maybe that was representative. Like maybe I'm reading not enough into this. It was representative of their phallus because this giant sword that they stole instead of taking a perfectly good human trafficking victim.
Once again, you're reading far too far into it.
Okay, well, I'm just surprised that they're human
Makes a good
traffickers and they leave a perfectly good human trafficked
They do.
in the wake of their murdering her family. So if you're asking yourself, what the fuck, in the first 10 minutes like I was, you can kind of guess what the rest of the movie is going to be like, which is exactly what it was. Oh, wait, but we only thought they were pirates when they stole the stuff in the first 10 minutes, not human traffickers, so they must have all of a sudden become human traffickers, you know, when Supergirl found out that they were human traffickers. And if you think I'm saying human traffickers too many times, it's because that's how it felt in the movie. And the first point I made, which was confusing about them not taking easy prey, That's about how I felt about this whole movie. But we also got a bunch of stuff that was kind of boring for the first part of the movie. So on top of that, of being confused, I was also very, very bored. Sure, there were things happening, but I was just bored of them and at times confused by them. It seemed like they were just rehashing old superhero stuff, smushed in with Star Wars movies, along with at times dialogue that was written for kids' comics, and then at other times was a little more adult themed. We get Force-like poison power, including kryptonite darts that seem to do nothing to our heroine. And at times, I was questioning the intent of our lead based on how unemotional her performance was for the entire film. Personally, I thought she was horrible in this. I don't know why people are saying this. She was fantastic in this. But we did get cameos from Superman, and we got Aquaman back for the DCU as a new character. I think his name was Lobo, the littlest Lobo or something.
Littlest Lobo.
It was Littlest Lobo. Yeah. By the time I got to the end, some of the action scenes were somewhat entertaining, I guess.
No.
But they couldn't make up for
No,
how
they weren't.
unenthusiastic I was for pretty much anything that happened.
I almost dozed off in the final action sequence. It was so tedious. What are you talking about?
You literally just emphasized my point.
Well, his action wasn't good.
That's what I'm saying. That was sarcasm. I'm putting as much acting talent into my recap of this film as Supergirl
You're
did
just
with her
confusing
acting.
the people.
Yeah, you know what? Watch the movie. You want to be confused. But I also found it was very formulaic and unoriginal. So unfortunately, Supergirl is a slight rage. And I usually like the DCU. So, but as far as superhero movies lately, they're almost all a rage now. And I feel they just need to take a break from them for a while, like maybe 10 to 20 years, maybe long enough for me to possibly die of natural causes or potentially unnatural causes. I don't know. This movie was boring, unoriginal, and I didn't like any of it. It was terrible, except for maybe some of the music, but I don't even remember it, so it couldn't have been that good. Murray, what'd you think? You love Supergirl. You love Supergirl.
Yeah. Okay, I was never gonna like this movie. Considering that I instantly disliked the character from the 5 minutes she was in the last Superman movie, I had no intention or desire to see this latest James Gunn piece of crap.
He didn't direct it.
He's still in charge of everything.
He is that.
Based on what I saw from her, I expected the movie to be Supergirl Barfly. Turns out I was half right. The first 10 minutes and she's like getting drunk and I'm like, really? Is that what the whole movie's going to be about again? Like,
Yeah, she's escaping.
Celebrating her 23rd.
She's trying to feel something,
Whatever.
Murray.
No, she's not. She's trying to forget. She's trying to avoid feeling feelings by getting drunk on
That's
planets where she had no powers.
That's what
Stupid.
That's what everybody should do.
First, I'm going to tell you what I did like. Seth Rogen as the little monkey creature with the smart mouth.
Wait, sorry.
On the bus.
Murray said he liked Seth Rogen?
I don't mind him sometimes.
This is the first time I've ever heard that.
Like him better than his ex-friend, that's for sure.
All right.
I don't even know what that means.
That'd be the Franco, which he no longer associates with.
Yeah, he's not friends
But they
with
were
Franco.
buddies for a long time, and everything they made was crap. But on his own,
What are you
he's not
talking
bad.
about? Pineapple Express is like an
Whatever.
all-time classic.
Sure, if you're
And the
drugs.
interview was fantastic.
It wasn't as good, but
Anyway,
it was okay.
yeah, I liked him. He was for the 5 minutes he was in. He was funny. I liked the same thing about the Mandalorian movie. The tiny creatures, huge laughs. That's the best thing about the Mandalorian.
Yeah, they're
was
kind
the
of
little
the comedy
guys.
relief.
I actually want to buy a little action figure of him.
Nice.
Anyway, Jason Momoa as Lobo. For the 10 minutes he was in the movie, loved it. I still don't know how an immortal bounty hunter gets himself captured. They didn't really show that. He's in a cage. And I'm like, but dude, you're like immortal and you're strong and you're a bounty hunter. These idiots capture you, but whatever.
Because he was human trafficked, Murray.
Apparently. He probably could have taken out all the bad guys by himself, since he wasn't affected by whatever color of sun happened to be in the sky, which was a dumb storyline, by the way.
No,
But he did
good.
just enough to be helpful. For the 10 minutes that Supergirl was kicking ass in her outfit,
Nice.
way cool. She wore it for like 10 minutes of the movie.
Nice.
That was where I checked out.
I guess I didn't mind the origin story. Though they did mess with the actual origin story of Kara, as I know from everything I've read and seen. Anyway, I've read the comics. I know the truth. Plus,
the comics are the truth.
They are the
they
truth.
are. They came
That's
first.
what came first.
You're supposed to be
Good God.
It's not a
respectful to
chicken
the
or
origin.
egg thing.
This
Brad.
is
No.
art.
Well,
Is
the
it?
person who wrote this apparently never read a comic in her life. That's all I've been told.
There you go.
Anyway, Millie
So
Alcock.
then you must hate the first Batman. All the Tim Burton Batmans then. You hate them.
No, I love two of them.
Oh, okay. Well then, how do you love those? Because those had nothing to do with Batman.
Talking about it.
The origin stuff there is like all warped. And freaking Batman Returns is just an abomination if you're a comic book fan. But you got like this narrow view where this was I could accept it this time because it's kooky Tim Burton and I like him, but I can't accept it over here.
I
What are you
wasn't a
talking about?
Batman fan. I was a Superman fan. I
Yes.
read Superman. I never read a Batman comic in
He
my
doesn't
life.
even know if
Oh
Batman's
my
right.
God.
Never read a Batman comic in my life. Never will. Anyway, it's different.
It's
If I can continue without being
ahead.
interrupted every 5 seconds.
good.
Plus, Millie Alcock looks like she's 15. I checked. She's actually 26. Still looks like a teenager. Doesn't look grown up at all. The rest of the time, she was extremely unlikable and annoying. On the plus side, she made me appreciate the new Superman a little bit better. Because I didn't like him before. Still don't like him that much, but he's kind of growing on me. He was better in this, actually. Okay, now the crap. They had to go all John Wick on us. Shoot the dog, revenge, revenge, revenge. The tiny girl with the big sword who was actually looking for revenge was basically useless. She couldn't fight. Obviously, her father never taught her how to use that sword. She just got in the way, and Supergirl had to save her again and again. Yeah, the bad guy.
Kind of the point.
Creme de la Creme, or whatever the hell his name is, was some kind of Mad Max Fury Road reject that would make it higher than Goon number 4 on a Guardians movie. Speaking of, is James Gunn trying to recreate that franchise in the DC universe? It
think
sure
maybe.
seems like it.
Like maybe
Because this
it
movie
is.
was like a Guardians movie.
Yeah. That's
I'm
what
not
he
even
does.
I'm not even going to talk about the weak plot and lame story. I really wanted to rage about this film. I had just enough to make it a low meh. Best part, I didn't have to pay to see it. I used my free credit.
What?
Didn't actually have to waste money on this.
Nice.
There you
Wish
go.
I didn't waste money. I saw it in IMAX.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
I saw it in AVX.
Nice.
In premium seats.
Nice.
Still a waste of money.
$45 each.
$45.
with the movable headrest and the heated seats, and
Ugh.
it was a cold
How
day
was that?
day.
How
it
was those
it
heated
It was
seats?
nice.
Toasty buns.
It was so good.
Love toasty. No, I don't like toasty buns.
It was on that particular rainy, drizzly, horrible. Like it was raining hard that afternoon.
That extra $5 was
it's,
worth it.
I didn't
It
leave
was
the house.
the best. The best.
All right, so what did you think of
I thought that it was
Supergirl?
really cool when the lasers came out of her eyes.
Lasers.
I
Yeah.
thought that was really cool.
Nice.
But here's the thing
Don't
about
they come out of her eyes a lot? Like, isn't-
they're not enough. Every time it's like, that's cool. That's all she should do. She shouldn't even do anymore. Like, why is she punching and everything? Just laser
the
everybody.
shit out of everybody. I know.
It doesn't make
That's-
sense. She doesn't seem to be depleted by it either. It's
You're
not
just
like
proving my point.
it's not like she lasers and then she's like, I
I'm
gotta
so tired.
recuperate.
I'm so tired.
She can laser all day long
She's
as far
got
as I can see.
Force like laser powers, that's what I
So,
tell you.
why isn't she just lasering everybody?
You know what? I'm confused.
I'm confused too. So yeah, I feel like I need to defend this movie a little bit because, but at the same time, because I don't think I hated it quite as much as you, Jim, and somehow Murray found a meh out of it. But here's the thing. if you take the Mandalorian and Grogu, and you take Grogu out, the movie's crap. If you take Supergirl and Krypto and you take Krypto out of the money, the movie's gonna be crap.
That's okay. Wait, I had that as an unpacking.
Because, like, what are you doing? The best part of the franchise, I think,
Krypto.
Universally, I think everybody can agree, is Krypto.
Yes, thank you, Bryce.
Krypto is 100%.
Crypto's the only.
This is all we're going to the movie.
Why is there not a Krypto movie?
There's gotta be a Krypto spinoff. It just has to happen.
Does Krypto use laser vision too?
Probably.
Depends on what you're. I mean, I've seen it in the cartoons.
There you go.
But on the TV show, it was a human dog.
It doesn't matter. Whoever writes the movie can just write laser into it, and it's
perfect.
fine. And
you know
got
what?
Laser vision.
It's awesome.
It's a movie. You just write it, and then you film it, and then he's got it.
If they had 5 more minutes of Krypto,
they need it. Yeah, I get. You obviously have to do what you did with Krypto, but did you have to do it so quickly? Could we not have had like 20 minutes of Krypto at the beginning and maybe 15 minutes of Krypto at the end?
Yeah.
Instead of like 10 seconds and 15 seconds.
Well, and even in the middle, they could have put scenes of Krypto.
Even Krypto just laying there would have been great.
Yes.
Like, I could watch Krypto just in those eyes.
Breathing heavy.
That would have been entertaining to me.
At least 5 minutes.
Yeah, just put that in instead of one of these boring action sequences.
Or boring plot.
Good God. If lasers weren't coming out of her eyes, I was checked out. It's like, oh, lasers, cool. And then there's no more lasers. I'm like, what am I even watching this for? Oh, lasers, cool. I just wanted lasers.
Do you remember how many times she used her lasers?
I think 3, maybe.
That's not enough.
No, it's ridiculous.
There wasn't enough lasers. There wasn't enough Krypto.
And man, when those lasers come out, like that's good stuff right there.
Totally.
But the rest of the movie was pretty boring. I laughed a few times. There was a few times, and I'm gonna disagree with you. I think the actor that they got is actually good. I really enjoy her performance.
I couldn't connect to her. I didn't feel she was putting any emotion into it whatsoever.
I think that she was putting the absolute perfect amount of emotion. I would think she was playing this character the way that it was written, and I like the way this character's written. I think this is a good character, but whatever. I think this wasn't a great movie. I think they could have come up with something different, but I think that they needed to do the whole Krypto thing. I think that was actually a good plot to do, but
they had to get her engaged.
It was poorly executed. There was a lot of inconsistencies, and as there tends to be in these types of movies. But yeah, it wasn't very good. It just wasn't good.
So all superhero movies aren't, man?
I'm wrestling with that now because the lasers were really cool, and I still did get to see Krypto.
Okay.
But I was pretty angry about that. And I can't say that I was happy when I left the theater.
Okay, so that's a rage.
I think this was a rage.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're generous this week, Murray.
Oh, low mez, not
handing out low mez like candy.
Yes.
I guess I kind of thought you guys might actually like it better than you did.
But yeah, I really wanted to like it.
I can't believe you took Grogu out of Supergirl. I don't get it.
Yeah,
that's like taking Krypto out of the Mandalorian.
That's right.
Sure.
That's why the Mandalorian wasn't as good.
Or Rocket out of the Guardians.
Exactly.
Movies.
Well, no, I would say Krypto is more like.
Well, maybe it's Baby
Groot.
Yeah,
baby
it's
Groot.
taking Groot.
Baby Groot.
Yeah, Baby Groot.
Even Big Groot.
No, it's more Baby
it's
Groot. I
Baby
think
Groot.
Murray's right. It's Baby Groot.
Groot, no matter what, was still the best
part
of those movies.
Guardian. Yeah, totally.
It's the only thing. It's funny. It's the only good thing Vin Diesel's ever done. And then the best
And he has
part.
one line.
And I'm sorry, the best part of frickin' the Suicide Squad is Sylvester Stallone as that big shark.
Shark guy.
Yeah. Nom nom nom.
It's the best performance, other than maybe Rocky, that he's ever, the first one that he's ever had.
Exactly. You know what? We just solved all those mysteries.
Yes.
People have been wondering. All right. Speaking of mysteries.
Hand. Yes, that is your hand that nods proudly.
I did love that movie, actually. Okay. Jackass, best and last. So, I don't care how many times I see Pooh Cocktail, it's still hilarious. Also, Human Pretzel was very good. Seeing Bam back and Ryan Dunn was a treat to see them. The best segment, I think, in this was the uncut Silence of the Lambs episode. But here's the thing about Jackass Best and Last. To Murray's point, it is a bit of a clip show, and I almost thought like they didn't put any real thought into the structure of how this movie went. It was like they put a clip. Like, I think would have made this as good a movie as the other ones have been. This is by the way the worst of all of them, in my opinion. What could have been better on this is they could have pulled them all together at the beginning and had one of those chat things where they go, hey, what was your favorite clip? And then they shoot to that. It was like so much of it, like I felt like there was inside jokes happening outside of the camera, and we're just seeing something that wasn't originally supposed to be to air. And yeah, sure, they'd give some little bit of an intro beforehand, but a lot of it just wasn't cohesive to me. It was just like a bunch of clips, and there's a bunch of characters that are part of the show they didn't even really fully utilize. And there was even parts at it, and I've never been like cringe with it. This was more cringy in the ways they kind of treated the heavy character in this. It seemed it wasn't, I didn't kind of think he was so into it. And so I don't know. There's parts in this that are funny. There's parts we've seen before. Actually, most of it felt like we've already seen it all before. I like the intros and the outros. This was only a meh for me. I laughed enough that it was a meh, but I really hope this is the last one. It's definitely not the best one.
Yeah, I can't imagine them coming back in their mid-50s to do this. The fact that they're all pushing 50 and they're doing some of this stupid stuff.
Did one of them die?
Yeah, Ryan Dunn did. Yeah,
probably why they made this movie.
No, he died a long time ago. Like,
no, as a tribute to him.
No, like he died before the last one.
No.
So.
But yeah, I mean, it's a Jackass movie. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. There's some funny bits in it. There's some stuff that's just kind of boring. It's a Jackass movie. There's nothing really to say about it. I mean, and I don't think that this one captured the sort of the
camaraderie.
Yeah, the camaraderie, the community that they've kind of developed amongst themselves. I don't think it captured that as well as some of the other ones did, because I think at the heart of it, it's stupid as it sounds, this movie's about friendship. Yeah, it really is. It's
I
about a bunch of buddies.
This one.
It's about a bunch of buddies getting together and doing stupid stuff and having a good time. And this felt like, okay, we're doing this. I'm not sure we really want to be here, but let's finish this thing. It,
yeah.
And that's how it felt.
I'm always curious what they all do outside of
the other ones. I
movies.
Felt like they were having more fun in previous ones. Honestly, it didn't come through in this one. So
yeah,
I mean, it's fine. It's meh. It's it's one of those things that you're gonna watch it, and you're not if you're into this type of thing, you're gonna enjoy it. But it's for some reason the other ones just felt like they meant more.
Yeah,
and this one
and they were better.
And this one should have meant the most because it's the last. So, and I the only person that I felt was like all in on it was Johnny Knoxville.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think everybody else was just like there because their buddy wanted to make one more.
Or they needed money, like
or they needed money. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
but a lot of them didn't. Like, there's some of them that absolutely do, but like Steve-O doesn't need the money. He's doing fine.
Yeah.
And, like most of them are doing fine. It's just there's a few of them obviously that they're lining up for the cash.
All they have in their life.
Well, the best thing about this movie was the audience that we were with, actually, because there was about, I guess, 10 of us total in the theater, and they put up one of the clips where they talk about, don't do these at home, blah, blah, blah. Oh, these are all professionals. And the guy says, professionals? What made these guys professionals? Like, that's the thing I kind of want to know. Were any of them actual stuntmen that were trained in it? Or they're a bunch of fucking idiots, that were just skater stoners and started filming stuff? That's what made them professionals?
Yeah.
Well, once you start doing stuff and you get paid for it, you're a professional.
Well, there you go. So... it's if all the YouTubers or TikTokers are going to get paid to do it, that makes it okay. So that I guess
it makes you a pro. If you get paid to do it, you're a pro.
Okay, perfect. You don't need any training. Just try and roll yourself down a set of stairs in a box with pillows.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome.
Anyways, it's meh.
Yep.
Didn't have the heart of the other ones. It really didn't.
I agree. It was
as silly as that sounds. The other ones actually did have more heart.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Couture, Murray.
Yeah.
En français.
That's French. Yeah.
Is the story of 4 women during Fashion Week. One is a model, and it's her first gig where she is the lead and opening walk on the catwalk of this prestigious event. We have a writer whose day job is doing makeup for the fashion industry. The third is a designer of the opening dress worn by person 1. And it was her first official showpiece to be shown in Fashion Week. And finally, the core of the story, or our primary character, is Angelina Jolie's character, who is a film director, who was hired to make a film that plays as the backdrop of the fashion event. Look, I don't know what happens in any fashion event. I'm not going to say I'm a fashionista. I do know a little bit because of I live in a house where I grew up in a house of 3 women and myself, so I do know some things about fashion. But I had quite a few issues with some of the scenes that we got to see. It didn't seem as hectic or manic as I would imagine it would be for such a massive and hectic fashion event. Plus, I found too many things, I'm guessing, intentionally left out of the film that annoyed me. Here's just a list of some of them. I don't think they would just throw someone in the lead of a fashion show with such minimal training.
No.
She had, from what I saw, one session of training
couldn't even walk.
That was rushed, and she couldn't even walk. So right away, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I know they're trying to maybe show that fashion can be cutthroat and you gotta sink or swim right from the very beginning, but there's no fucking way a giant fashion event would put somebody, just because they're beautiful, maybe talented, we don't know, she didn't even know, into the very first person coming out. The seamstress making her dress, Murray, pricks her finger working on a white dress and just keeps on sewing. I'm sure anyone who's ever drawn blood knows white is not the fabric color you should be working with while you're bleeding. And I'm guessing the director was kind of going like, she's so dedicated to her craft, this is why she's still working. No, she would go and put some of that invisible liquid bandage on her finger so she could fucking sew with a white dress, because I can 100% guarantee there was blood on that dress at some point. The French English choices in this film, the biggest example is when Jolie is waiting in a hospital room and another lady just starts talking English to her. At no point was there any indication that Jolie wasn't French. She speaks French for most of the movie. And here's a clue. In France, they only speak French, even if they give you cancer, Murray. And most of the time, they pretend they can't even speak English. So there's no way that you have 2 people in a hospital room that one person's going to turn to the next person and start speaking English for no apparent reason whatsoever. The performance, and in particular Jolie's, I've seen her act in some things that I think she's done well for. But this, I couldn't connect with her character at all or feel anything from her. Plus, some of the models in the apartment complex, I think they might have been models.
I think they were actually models.
Because none of them
weren't. They
were
actors.
definitely not actors. there's just too many people who couldn't act in this movie, too many stories happening, and none of them really tied up that great. Plus, we didn't really get the characters well defined or developed enough for me to care about any of them. But it's in French, and it's in France. So Murray, you can expect, of course, we had nudity. So, vive la France. I didn't buy or feel anything was real through this entire film. It seemed like a failed art piece that wasn't artistic enough. Yes, I'm glad they showed how cancer can kick you in the butt, but I didn't feel much of anything. And cancer should always have you pulling at your emotional strings in this. The whole introduction of her getting cancer was just anticlimactic. This was just boring. So this is like the second film this week that bored me to tears. As they would say in France, this movie was merde. Or as we like to say in Film Rage, en français, la rage. Murray, la rage. Oui.
A garbage.
La rage. Le rage. I'll translate. It's the rage
There you
in
go.
English.
Very good.
And here's a clue. This movie might be what I'm raging about this week. But maybe not.
There you go. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect going into this movie. I knew nothing about it. It started, and I was like, wow, this just is kind of clunky. I guess the three women that were focused on.
Four.
Who knows? The stories were all poorly intertwined. I didn't feel anything to your point. There is absolutely no character development to make me care about any of these people. The scenes in the hospital just felt wrong. Nothing felt authentic. I just did not like this movie at all. And the acting just no matter what they did, it wasn't going to be good. But when you put people that just can't act in it on top of this script that's not good, on top of this direction that's clunky, on top of this story that doesn't flow whatsoever, it's just not. It's a hard watch. Like I didn't want to sit through this whole thing. I'm just like, can I leave? I would like to leave now.
You've never said that before. I don't think you've ever said that. Murray, have you ever heard him say that?
I'm sure at some point.
I just wanted to get up and leave because I was like, this is just, what am I watching this for? What is going on right now? It's just a really poorly made movie. Like there's nothing in it. Nothing. And I've never felt so devoid of any feelings whatsoever watching the screen just completely blank for the entire movie. Like, for God's sake, she's got cancer. She's dealing with her kid. She's trying to come up with a way to tell her kid. All this emotion should be going through her, which should affect me in some way.
Yes.
And it did not. And that's on everybody. That's on the actors. That's on the script. That's on the director. There's just nothing here. This was a total rage. I hated this movie.
You and me both, sister.
Rage!
Nice. You know what? Okay, let's just do a quick recap here. Supergirl, we had 2 rages and a meh. We had 2 mehs on and Couture. So I think last week Bryce and I agreed on nothing. And this week we're batting 1,000. Is it 1,000?
That's batting 1,000.
100,000?
No, it's batting 1,000.
Just 1,000. Okay, so Murray, picture this. I'm just getting over a cold. And Bryce is, coming off of not having Kim here for a few days. And it was a late movie. So we sit down to watch Bloodlines. And I see this girl who's got red hair. She comes into this town, and I think it was filmed in North Bay, Ontario, just like in the song from Tragically Hip. And then I remember her going and meeting this guy, and then when I woke up, it was like 2 minutes before the end of the movie, and I got to see her and this other girl spinning around in a field and then lying down and touching
So you
fingers.
saw like 5 minutes of the movie?
I would say maybe 7 minutes.
See, that's what happens when you guys see 3 movies in one day. Just saying.
Sometimes. So I turned to Bryce to say, hey, what happened? Was it any good? And he was snoring.
What?
I know he denies it.
No, he won't deny it in
Sorry,
this one.
what movie did we watch?
Bloodlines. He was fast asleep. But okay, so
I don't even remember going into
So you're not even going to
Bloodlines.
review it.
so yes, we cannot actually review Bloodlines because neither one of us saw it and saw enough of it. But here's what I want to say. You know what? Indigenous stories need to be out there. We need to have queer film, and it's good that these directors are building a legacy. And you know, we've talked about this before. We try to see every Canadian film that comes into cinema. Not a lot of them are great. Sometimes you'll get films that you just know that they need more help when they see it. And I hope that wasn't the case with this one. I hope it was a really good film. And I, suggest people of the Métis culture in particular should maybe go see, because I have a feeling there was a lot of stuff in here about the culture itself, is what I'm going to say.
You think, anyway.
I think, from what I read about it afterwards. I think it played TIFF.
Yeah, it's possible.
All right. Well, we were also given a special treat. We got to see Gail, Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass as a surprise from our friends at Cuff.
Was that yesterday?
That was last
That was
night.
also yesterday.
That was in between your naps.
Yes, in between naps. So here's what I want to say about this film. The Wizard of Oz is my favorite movie of all time. Every time I see a rendition of The Wizard of Oz, I'm
Is that
still
what it
kind
was?
of... This was a modern day retelling of The Wizard of Oz.
100% The Wizard of Oz.
This was, except in this one, Dorothy fucks the wizard
Yeah.
and goes off in a balloon,
I
aka
did get the balloon reference.
aka Gail and John
That's
Hamm.
what I was thinking when the balloon showed up.
Yeah. Oh no. Well, all the way through it, they sprinkled little things. She had the three guys when they go see John Hamm.
Yeah.
She's like, "What do you have for me?"
Well, you just kept
Like,
adding people
They're off
her
to see
posse.
the wizard.
Well, but there was only the three
To bone
that were
him.
Oh, it was just the two of them, and then they kept adding people.
Yeah, when they added, who is it that they had the last? Oh, he actually said when he was in the the other John
Slattery.
when they go to meet John Slattery, he's
Mad
like,
Men guy.
he actually says, I didn't mean to scare you. It's the Cowardly Lion, Murray.
Sure,
So
yeah,
he was
no,
the
I-
Cowardly Lion.
Yeah,
So,
I think her hairdresser friend might have been Toto.
yes, he was Toto. Yes, he was absolutely Toto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
no, I didn't get that at all.
Yeah, it was Toto, because she's the only thing that's been part of her life.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about this movie. It's wacky. It's one of those movies that it almost feels like a clip show that went longer. But in most times when they have clip shows that go longer, there's no substance to the story. But in this one, the writing was so good and the comedy was so funny. Like, there was just scenes in this, I was just howling. It was so funny. I normally comedies don't connect with me. This one really, really connected to me. I mean, the scene where she has sex with John Hamm was funny. The scene when with Friend's girl, when her husband,
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston,
Yes.
she's doing some pretty funny stuff these days. Like, kudos to her. They had so many.
I just love she was at a book signing and it was a cookbook.
I know, it's a
She's
cookbook.
Reading
She's
out
reading
the
out
the
directions on
reading
how
on
to
the
make
cookbook.
whatever, bread
I'm
or
like,
whatever.
oh my god.
She wrote a cookbook and she did a signing for
And
it.
did you notice
With the world's blandest recipes.
Yeah.
the whitest
Add
recipes?
salt for seasoning.
Yeah, well, and then later in the movie, the girl's reading the books, and she's like bagel and cream cheese. She put bagel and cream cheese in the recipe book.
Yes.
How to
Oh my-
make toast.
Oh my god! Yeah, this was one of the funniest comedies I've seen, and it's just one. I'm sure Murray's going to talk about this, but the Weird Al scene was just stellar.
Yeah.
All right, Murray, what'd you think of Gail Daughtry?
What did you think?
It's a Mondo. I fucking love this movie.
Okay, so I was put into service last night to help out because Cuff was a little short-handed, so I got there super early. Nobody around, just the staff of the Globe. I'm like, okay, where is people who run the event? Nobody around. I'm like, okay. So I walked into the theater and they were testing the movie. Playing it back to make sure the sound and everything. And I looked up and I'm like, first I see this mailman, and I'm like, holy shit, that's Weird Al. And then he pulls out a gun and starts shooting people. I'm like, what the hell is this movie?
Don't fuck with celebrities,
I had
Murray.
no idea what this movie was. I just thought, it's got Weird Al, I'm in. So then, of course, I couldn't tell anybody about it. And you guys shut up. I didn't have time to talk to you anyway. But yeah, that was kind of a shocker. But yeah, the guys who wrote or directed this, it's your Reno 911 guys.
Yep.
And they had a comment. All the guys in the movie were in this sketch comedy group, TV or something.
They were, and we saw that.
Except for the Karate Kid, who took me a minute to realize he was the Karate Kid.
Yes.
I didn't realize he did comedy too.
He's the funniest.
Ben Wang.
We talked about he was the best thing in the Karate Kid.
Yeah, at that point we were actually saying this kid is he's good.
He needs to be in everything.
Yeah, so he was in this. He's
got some comedy
off pretty much
chops.
the whole movie. I didn't get the Wizard of Oz references, but every time I was watching the movie, I kept thinking Naked Gun, Top Secret, same kind of thing, like these obvious gags that, I'm not gonna give away spoilers because it hasn't come out yet, but yeah, her fiance basically sleeps with Jennifer Aniston, so she has to get even, and the way the ending was going, I'm like, no, it can't end that way. And then John Hamm shows up in a balloon. I'm like, okay, that's better. I still don't get what I must have missed the first 5 minutes or something because I was helping out. But I still didn't get what the hell the deal with the mailman was.
Oh, he was just a narrator.
He's just a narrator, and then he's all of a sudden he's doing a wedding, and I'm like,
he's
are you
also
even ordained to do a wedding?
Yes, of course.
Obviously he is.
Why don't you just
Murray? It's a comedy. Just go with it, man.
Why wouldn't you just hire an actual
You're thinking
priest?
way too much.
Yeah, way too much.
Just saying, when he showed up, doing the wedding, I'm like,
it actually made it funnier.
Yeah,
I guess. But yeah, no, this is hilarious. Of course, it was a Mondo. I thought it was hilarious.
Nice.
And yeah, it comes out in July. People should go see it.
I might see it again.
And Zoe is amazing. She was easily the best part of Zombieland 2. She was freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, she was hilarious in that.
Yeah, she's all right.
Don't like John Hamm though. Never have.
John Hamm's the best.
I never watched Mad Men, so I didn't get any of that. But yeah, it was good.
Actually Slattery is just.
he was
everybody's
good
very good in this.
as a version of himself. It was funny.
Yeah, I love when those things happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
He
what
was
do you
also
think?
Tony Stark's dad at one point.
Nice.
This was funny.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Yeah, I liked it. It was okay. I laughed. I don't know. It was a comedy. It was fine. I had a good time. It wasn't Mondo. What are we talking about here?
It was probably one of the funniest comedies that's ever been made.
I thought
in the
it
history of
most I've
comedy.
heard
I thought it was a very
Yeah,
clever.
I've never heard you laugh as much.
I heard you laugh a lot.
A very clever retelling of The Wizard of Oz, and I enjoyed it, and it was meh.
All right.
Okay then.
Right. Nice.
Thank
And
you.
I want to see more Ben Wang.
And thank you, Cuff, for putting it on.
Yes,
thank you, Cuff,
thanks,
for putting it on.
That was awesome.
You gave me an enjoyable movie to watch.
90 minutes anyway.
That's
Not
right.
Including the other two movies you watched.
Exactly. Well, we watched one other one. The other one we didn't get to watch.
Well, okay, you went to it. Paid money to see it.
Yep.
Doop, doop, boop, boop.
All right, this week's Merman Retro Rewind Flashback
What?
movie I've never seen is a doozy. Before I tell you what it is, here's who's in it.
Can we guess?
You can guess if you
All
want.
right.
Brad Pitt, Richard Jenkins,
Oh.
Ray Liotta, Ben Mendelsohn, and Tony freaking Soprano himself, James Gandolfini. Here's a hint. It's about a heist gone wrong and the mob. If you haven't
Why
guessed,
am I drawing blanks?
it's called Killing Them Softly from 2012. The title refers to Pitt's character and how he likes to kill people softly and quietly. So these two bozos pull off a heist of a mob-run poker game run by Leota. They get away with it, but the mob figures out it was them and sends a hitman after them. Mr. Sexy Brad Pitt. Richard Jenkins is some kind of middleman and has a few conversations with Brad Pitt in a parked car trying to figure shit out. That's pretty much the extent of his work. They decide to hire another hitman, an old, out-of-shape alcoholic played by that Soprano guy. Except all he can do is drink, have sex with hookers, and complain about his woman problems. So Pitt has to do it all himself. Unfortunately, Leota's character is kind of a pussy in this film and gets whacked pretty early. After he gets the crap beat out of him. Not my favorite good fella. I don't know what to think about Mendelsohn. He's a good actor, but this was a shit character.
I like this movie.
He's an Aussie, which makes sense because I guess he is one. His character steals dogs and sells them in Florida for a profit. Of course, he brags to the wrong guy about the card game heist. So basically, he's a dumbass. There is a lot of talking in this film and not much action until the end.
There's too much action.
There are a lot of vulgar, crude conversations, mostly involving Gandolfini. Seriously, people actually watch that Sopranos crap? Because that dude was a horrible actor. Rest in peace. Alright, Mr. Pitt takes care of business in the end and ends up with Jenkins at a bar to get paid. Except he's getting shorted. You know when this movie takes place? Because Bush is president and Obama is giving speeches on TV. Pitt gives his own speech at the end, saying that Obama is actually wrong, everything he says. Thomas Jefferson wrote, "All men are created equal." But Pitt says, "America is not a country, it's a business. Now fucking pay me." That's what he basically says, which sums up what's going on in the world these days. Anyway, movie was a meh, not great. But with Brad Pitt and Ray Liotta, it was entertaining. I didn't mind it, but yeah, needed more.
I seem to remember liking this too.
Needed more whacking.
I remember liking it. I don't remember how much I liked it.
Yeah.
It was so long ago. I mean, it was
2012.
14 years ago. So
True.
Nice.
That was on TV. I watched it.
Good one.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
Okay, so my rage this week, we live in a country that is bilingual. I am very happy about this. I don't speak enough French. I wish I could speak French, but as an English-speaking person, and pretty much have lived in English-speaking provinces, or primarily English-speaking provinces, I didn't get as much chance to work on my French, and I feel bad about that. So here's the thing: if you go to a French movie, which Couture was, I wasn't disappointed per se, as we're before the movie. You know, when you have the pre-show, everything was in French, and nothing was in subtitles. So I had no clue what any of them were saying.
They had commercials and trailers.
They had commercials and trailers. Everything was in French. There was me and two other people in this movie. Well, and my wife. And so I'm like, okay, I'm fine with this. If this is a French movie and they're trying to draw French crowds to the cinema, I completely support it. So they go from that to they played one trailer for a movie, and guess what, Murray?
French?
It was in English
Oh.
with no subtitles. So you have what you're expecting to be a completely French audience going to this movie. You're actually playing French advertising and director's commentaries and a bunch of stuff. And then you put a trailer on that has no French. So if the people only spoke French, they wouldn't have understood what was happening in the trailer that was playing before the movie. Then, on top of that, in Couture, every time they spoke English, there was no French subtitles. So as a person that respects the French language and wants it to stick around, and if you're going to go half-assed at something and just put French, I don't even understand it. It was so frustrating to me as a person that speaks English for the French people that may have been in the cinema, that I was so angry. I was like, okay, you're trying to make this so that it's so pro-French, and then you don't even put French subtitles when they're speaking English in a French movie. Like, I'm just like, what the actual hell's going on? So yeah, I walked out of that being enraged from the movie, and then I was like, you know what? You're not doing a good job supporting the French language in our country. That's my rage.
I literally just had my rage in my brain here, and then I got distracted because one of my dogs farted, and it smells really, really bad.
Oh, nice.
And now I'm
That's
trying
the
to,
dog.
and it wiped out my thought. But just give me a second. It's got to be there still somewhere. No, that's not helping. My rage this week is.
Can we guess at some stuff?
Oh, I know what my rage this week is.
Nice.
I've remembered now. All right, so I go to Landmark
Nice.
where they've got the sodas that you can
Yes.
do all the
Yeah.
flavors, the freestyle
Tasty.
sodas.
Tasty.
Hey, your
flavors.
Mr. Pibb has a big thing
Yeah,
now.
except when I went to Market Mall, guess what?
They don't have
No Pibb.
no Pibb.
There was no
What?
Pibb.
They do have the freestyle soda now.
They sell-
They didn't before.
They had Pibb before,
And they took
and
it
now
away.
they don't. So now
Oh.
my fear is when I go to the other ones that like Pibb maybe
gonna
is
pull
gonna,
Pibb, pull
maybe they're
Pibb.
gonna pull Pibb everywhere.
I don't know. The one in Country Hills, it's like a big button now. It used to be a small one.
Yeah,
Now it's
it
like-
was the same thing at Market Mall 3 weeks ago, and now it's gone.
Oh my God.
They had the exact same setup with the giant Pibb, and now it's gone. There's
Are
no
you
Pibb.
saying that we'll no longer have?
I'm not sure.
Pibb Zero?
I was already a little annoyed because they took away the cherry Pibb, like where you could add the cherry.
Yes.
flavor. Yeah.
So now I was annoyed to begin with, and now they've just
Oh
seemed to
my
have gotten
God.
rid of Pibb altogether.
This is-
So now this is just Market Mall. Maybe they
It's
just
the end of the world as we know it.
It is.
maybe Market Mall, but I can't imagine if
Yeah,
one
Market
part
Mall
of the chain
has
is,
like 5 screens, and they never play movies that you want to see.
It's true.
It's
Unless
always like the same Disney crap
Super-
on
like
every
Supergirl?
screen.
yeah,
No,
that's
like
what I saw
whatever.
there. It was
No,
Supergirl.
but like Toy Story 5 is probably
Well, yeah, no, they're-
three
they
of
are-
their 5 screens.
They are absolutely whatever
the
the
most
masses
mainstream.
are going. Yeah,
the most mainstream.
The
theater.
top 2 movies are going to play on their 5 screens. They're going to play one of them on 3 screens and the other one on 2
Yeah.
screens. That's
But I
Market
don't go
Mall.
there-
Hey man, they know how to make
I
money.
don't go there anymore.
But anyways,
They know how to make the money.
I just got this bad feeling when I go to Country Hills next time that I'm going to have the same experience. So come on,
Oh my
come on,
God.
You may
Landmark.
have to smuggle
You gotta
in your
have-
own
bring-
Dr. Pepper. Then.
Bring Pibb in.
yeah, we can't even buy Pibb here in the grocery stores.
No.
No, I've never seen
You know what?
It-
You've given me a nightmare. I might not sleep tonight.
Food for thought. There you go.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Welcome, Ragers, to Film Rage's totally retro nostalgia recall Flashback. This week, the boys are brought back to Murray's childhood to see the action-packed 1982 film Megaforce. It's a Barry Bostwick vehicle, if you will. That's right, Brad Majors as you've never seen him before, with a mullet and a motorcycle. All right, let's see if Murray's memory about superbikes is as exciting as he remembered, or if this movie needed a talking car like Kit to make it truly super duper.
Is he done?
He's done.
Okay, I get it.
What?
Movie's bad.
What?
Not gonna pretend it's not.
What?
Let me take you back.
To Murray's
12-year-old Merman.
I love it.
Just starting junior high school, didn't have many friends, and got picked on a lot. On TV, I watched Dukes of Hazzard and Knight Rider and Chips. My favorite movies at the time, Smokey and the Bandit and Cannonball Run. Both done by this director, by the way. You get the picture. I loved my car chases.
Yep.
Plus, my dad and his brothers all competed in demolition derby races.
That's cool.
And my aunts, too, for that matter. They had a female version, and my aunt was in that one.
Sweet.
In this movie, you have the guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show, the guy from Xanadu, and the old British dude from Knight Rider. Not exactly cinematic masterpieces, I give you that, although I love all three. As a side note, I met Barry Bostwick and talked at length about this film with him, as well as our mutual love for Michael J. Fox. So, one of my best experiences of my life, nobody can take that away from me. Bostwick as Hunter, with his flowing blonde hair and blue headband, and winning smile, he stole my heart. Michael Beck, he of the Warriors fame, was the wisecracking Dallas with the southern charm. Edward Muller was basically the same stuffy British snob as he was a Knight Rider. Yeah, the plot was terrible. The blue screen was laughable. And the dialogue was cringeworthy. But those toys, man, I love those toys. I looked it up, actually. You can still get that stuff on eBay.
What?
I wanted one of those motorcycles so bad. Like I said, I watched Chips. In fact, some of my richer friends and classmates had dirt bikes and ATVs because I grew up in a small town. We didn't have any rules in the road. I had a motocross bicycle, which was a pedal bike with a fake plastic gas tank. That was my bike. Not the same thing. So, yeah, watching this movie 40 years later, as an adult, yes, I recognize the cheesiness of the whole thing. I mean, the flying motorcycle scene with Hunter doing a barrel roll, priceless. There's never been a cheesier line spoken in a movie than good guys always win, even in the 80s. I have an autographed photo of Barry with that very phrase written on it. And it's priceless too. So yeah, it's still a friggin' mondo for me. I know you guys are about to trash it, so go ahead. You won't dissuade me. I loved it.
All right. So I have to say it was the greatest music ever put into a movie ever. It kind of fits right into this segment 100%. That the music in that could have easily been the theme music for this segment. And I don't know what this was. I've never seen it on a movie before. Filmed in Introvision.
Yeah, I know what Introvision was.
Bryce, do you know what Introvision is?
I think it means you're going to make a really bad movie.
Ah, that's what it was. The only thing missing from this, from the very first get-go, was them adding Godzilla into this movie. Like that's pretty much the only thing that was missing in this. Before the A-Team, there was Megaforce.
Right.
The dialogue is beyond horrible.
Mm-hmm.
When a person doesn't have less on, Murray,
they have more on.
They have
That's
more
right.
on. It's just
that was the egghead.
It's priceless.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
Everything Michael Beck said was hilarious.
Nothing Michael Beck said was hilarious.
What I thought was the most interesting in this, I picked it up right away, seconds into watching it.
Love that rebel flag on his arm.
Well, that's exactly what I said to Murray. He said
Dukes of Hazzard was out at the time, and nobody had a problem with it then.
I did.
Well,
I did.
The general public did.
So here's the question I have about this movie. Is this obviously futuristic, even though it's in the 80s?
Yeah.
Or is it actually in the 80s?
No,
And they thought it was in the they were known each other in the 70s, but it was the 80s. But here's the thing: I have a question. So did the world separate because they had like the Japanese guy who was wearing the Japanese flag, and then they had
everybody, but
had a flag.
They were still American.
No, I think Megaforce incorporated like the whole world.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the impression I had.
Yeah, that's the impression I got.
They got the best of the best from all over the world.
They wanted the Megaforce.
But only 2 of them weren't American.
Well, we didn't get to see them all. There was
There was a lot of them.
There was a lot of them. The main characters. So what I want to know is like, did the South separate or something? Like, and
maybe that's what it is because he didn't have an American flag on.
Yeah, he should have had an American flag. Like, I don't know what the message was there.
Yeah.
Like, is the guy?
Oh, there was a message.
What?
There was. There's some deep stuff going on in this movie that I had no use for any of it.
Oh, okay.
I could sit here and dissect it and all the just horrible messages that are sprinkled throughout this movie, but I'm not going to because I don't want to. I'm not going to talk about it much.
You're not going to tarnish it.
Just don't watch it.
Yeah. So I was hoping this was going to be so bad it was funny, and I'll tell you one thing: I did have fun watching this with Murray, but this is not a good movie. And Barry Bostwick may be the nicest guy that you've ever met, but there's only he is not a great actor in this. The only person worse than him in any movie is Ben Affleck in pretty much anything he's in.
Good one.
They're about, I'd say probably
par.
Barry Bostwick's probably a little better, but
Good one.
but yeah. So it was a rage. What'd you think, Bryce?
It's garbage. It's a rage. I'm not going to talk about this movie. The only thing that was interesting at the end is the music was by Todd Howarth's band. Can't even remember what their name was. And then he actually reworked the song again. The Megaforce song is actually reworked into a Frehley's Comet song because he joined Ace Frehley's band.
What?
And it's called "Calling to You." It's actually a good song, unlike the Megaforce song, but it's the same riff in it. He just reworked it into, and it's got some of the same lyrics, not many of them, but it's got a few of the same lyrics in it. But yeah, he reworked it into a good song. So that was the only thing that was I kind of towards the end. I'm like, wow, that kind of sounds like Frehley's Comet, and then they started singing, and I'm like, oh, that's not Frehley's Comet. And actually, although it was Todd Howard singing, so it's still he sang a song on the Frehley's Comet one. Anyways, I'm rambling on about this, but that was the only interesting thing to me is that song at the end. I was like, wow, I just learned something. That song came from some bad band from before that Todd Howarth was in, and fortunately, he got rid of Todd Howarth by the 3rd album because Todd Howarth's a hack.
But he wrote a good song, obviously.
Yeah, it was okay once Ace Frehley got to tinker with it.
Nice. So
Isn't he like the worst member of KISS?
I would say he was 100% the most talented member of KISS, but he had some problems.
Was he like on the drugs and
He
stuff?
was on the drugs and stuff.
Poor
In fact,
guy.
the 2 most talented members are the 2 that left the
Were
band
the-
first
Peter
because they
Criss?
both had addictions. Yes.
Really?
Peter Criss is a tremendous jazz drummer, crazy good.
Yeah.
Like people talk about some of the stuff that he did still, and because oh yeah, it's KISS, it's basic. Yeah, it is basic until you listen to some of the drumming and some of that, and they don't push it forward. It's not like Lars where you're hearing you're hearing it in the foreground. It's there.
I'll
and
tell
it's
you
impressive.
one thing: he's no Karen Carpenter.
At any rate, this was a rage. I don't know if you got that or not.
No, I got it.
All right, so we pulled another Jim film. Bryce, is any of yours even in here?
I've got a bunch in there. I don't know why we never pull them, but
You know
go
what?
ahead.
Okay, I'm not gonna
No,
pull
no,
this.
no, 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 no. You pulled it. That's what
We
we're
might end
watching.
up getting all of Bryce's
Yeah, exactly.
later.
We're gonna get mine in all in a row.
Nothing but Bryce is in here.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We're
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be a good
nothing but Bryce's.
good
All
couple
right.
months.
We are going all the way back to 1970, Murray,
That's before I was born.
before you were born, and we are going to be watching the 1970 movie called Puffin' Stuff.
What is Puffin Stuff?
Puffin Stuff was my childhood on without being on drugs. HR Puffin Stuff is literally one of the zany. Okay, so do you guys remember the Banana Splits? Like not the remake movie, but the Banana Splits.
I know what a banana split is.
Yeah, so the production house, that did the Banana Splits, also did Puffin Stuff.
I don't even think Puffin Stuff is a thing.
Yep.
How do you spell Puffin Stuff?
Puffin Stuff is spelled
2 F's and 2 F's.
Puffnstuf.
It's one word?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was
Puffin
stuff.
Stuff.
Puffnstuff.
Yep. Puffin Stuff.
I'm guessing there's a
It might only be one F.
It's only one
apostrophe in
F.
There you go. We will be watching Puffin Stuff. And you'll understand me a lot more when we see it.
You were like 4 years old when this came out?
Yeah, but because I grew up in Toronto, we got pretty much everything. It either came out of the U.S. or it came out of England, and we got everything. And HR Puffin Stuff was my favorite TV show. And then they put a movie out after the series finished. So,
It's got characters like Witchy Poo
oh my God,
And-
Witchy Poo.
and Googie Gopher
Yes.
and Jimmy. That's why you liked it. It's got Jimmy in it.
That's right.
Jimmy's the kid.
Yep,
Did you identify with Jimmy?
I did. And his magic flute.
There you go.
So you're gonna get to see a little piece
Jimmy.
of how
Don't forget Miss Fleck.
fucked up your Jimmy is.
Boss Witch.
All right. Well, thanks, Rangers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer for the voice of Rager Dare, our God of Rage, and the voice of Film Rage's totally retro nostalgia recall flashback. Find The Nerdy Photographer wherever you stream this podcast. He's got some good stuff, so make sure you listen. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We're always going to make this a raging blast for all listeners. So please comment, like, subscribe, and send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dares to see terrible movies to fuel our rage. But no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 make us rage. That's it for this week. Rage on!
Rage on.